I show people, and it really tells you that there's citrus. There's 8 different families: citrus, floral, fruity, spicy, vanilla, chypre, which comes from the word Cyprus. Chypre, in Cyprus, and I went to Cyprus, and the reason that they called it chypre was because centuries ago in Cyprus there were so many fabulous aromas wafting up on the island because of the earthy, mossy patchouli. So what they did was they captured the fragrance and they called it chypre after the island of Cyprus. Of course I went there, I had to experience it, but Cyprus is so built up now, it's like a little New York City. So you can't smell chypre in the air, so they sell little bottles. But that was a category, this earthy, mossy patchouli. And Tyron, that was what I was wearing the other night, which you told me you love, so you're going to try. Then we have the woodsy, then we have, which is sandalwood, birchwood, cedarwood. Then we have a category called herbaceous or fougere. Fougere is the French word for fern. It's all those leafy green fern notes, the aromatic lavender, rosemary, mint, so on. And then we have the animalic. Believe it or not, fragrances used to be made from animals, like the beaver, the deer, the civet cat, and ambergris from the sperm whale. But we don't use anything from animals anymore because we have the FDA, we have regulations and so on. So this is a lot for people to understand where fragrances come from. So what I did was I narrowed it down to 4 main categories. Fresh, which is easy to understand, right? Citrus, nice light citrus in it. Floral, easy to understand, rose, jasmine, etc. Woodsy, easy to understand, sandalwood, cedarwood, herbaceous, and then spicy, which is everything that's in your spice category. So tonight I'm going to show you a couple from each category: fresh, floral, woodsy, spicy. I'm not going to go through the whole 18 because I don't want you to fall asleep and it's going to be too long. But I want to give you a sampling of the fresh, the floral, the woodsy, the spicy. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
If anybody has questions, you're welcome. Amy is going to help pass around. These perfumes I created are real perfumes. They are actually very beautiful, high quality. I'll just give you briefly my background. How did I get into this industry? I'm originally from South Africa, as most of you know. I came to be a singer and an actress. I went to see an immigration attorney 46 years ago, and he said to me, forget it, we have 25,000 out-of-work singers and actresses, we don't need another one. What else do you do? And I remember my mother saying to me, if you're going to be in theatre, have something to fall back on. Do a secretarial course, do whatever. Just find something that you can make a living from.
Second option.
Exactly.
That's
So
what I always tell
I said to the immigration attorney, he said, we have we don't need it. What else do you do? And I said to him, my mother said I should have something to fall back on. So I had done a business executive secretarial course. He said, were you any good? And by the way he asked me the question, I knew that was my ticket to America. I said, yes, I was great. And he said, I need you. He said, first of all, he liked the way I looked and sounded. And he said, I want to hire you. He said, I will process your green card. I will work with you. He said, you don't have to pay me. I will pay you minimum wage, $200 a week, whoop-de-doo. But it didn't matter. It was my ticket into America, and I worked with him. Now, I said to him, I haven't done shorthand and typing in ages. I'm a singer and actress. I said, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go to a school and I'll do a refresher course. In those days, there weren't cell phones. I'm talking the dark ages. I had to go to Catherine Gibbs School. I took a refresher course for shorthand and typing because it was a legal office. And, when they do shorthand, you have to do shorthand. A minute.